for this offense. Using his legs, it's Peterson. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Tipped and then dropped. Chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball is not intercepted.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Trojans with first and 10 here. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've got so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. On this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The ball is caught.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And this one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Can they keep it going? They mixed the run and pass beautifully in the last touchdown drive. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Dropping back, it's Sellers. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
The Gamecocks will have to kick it away. See if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score USC 10, South Carolina 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Peterson. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
So second down after the incompletion. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The Trojans will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. And the Trojans will have first and 10 here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. And nobody open. Second down after that previous play. Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Trapped down the middle. It's Jordan. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
And the Trojans line up with a first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away. Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on 3rd down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the 1st down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
The kick mishandled. The ball is loose. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. Ball handed off. And the Gamecocks looking to keep this drive moving.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. 1st down here, the offense has time for 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. Moves left out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. That's the 2-minute warning in this close 1st half. The offense trying to score and clean the lead before the break. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. To the air, it's Sellers. Pressure is coming. Extending the play now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He was very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On third down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Trying for a fourth down completion. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this deep to begin the second half. This one will be fair caught. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags the quick throw. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll use the ground game here. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Gamecocks line up on 1st and 10 now. We'll hand it off.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Under pressure, just lets it go. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Gamecocks will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. That's reeled in. It's Brown. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this
all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This is just quarterback wizardry. An amazing game with a national championship on the line tonight.
This might be as good of a quarterback performance as I've seen in a national championship in some time. The defense has got to try to do something to get him out of sync by trading the blitz or sit back and change up coverage, because what they've called up to this point just isn't working.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. But I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
They're going to pick up the 1st down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Single back. Takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Off the play fake. Looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Here's the 2nd down play. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Quick throw complete to the tight end. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, you don't play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Play action here on 1st down. He'll try a pass here. With sure hands, it's Brown. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield.
Just runs through a man, a mismatch. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes,
Touchdown, South Carolina. This offense cannot be stopped. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. You saw that exactly on this score right here.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Throwing for his running back. Caught over the middle. It's Peterson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up into the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Trying to extend the play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down. He just dumped it off to the back.
A nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield, because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Trojans. Strong game by this quarterback. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive. Did some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. It's a quick grab, and he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. But here we go. It all comes down to this. Everything to play for. One quarter to decide who will win the national championship. Second down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line, the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. Rifles this football to the left. Downfield shot, ball's incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
He'll take a deep shot. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Oh, he just misses receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Hey, it went over. That wasn't one of the strongest kicks we've seen from this guy, but he gets the favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find the rhythm.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This is a beautiful route here by the receiver. He works on the right side, comes all the way over on that deep over route to find that opening. Quarterback puts it right on the money for a beautiful touchdown.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down to the 27-yard line. Decent return. And the USC offense is back out on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Grab down the middle. It's Peterson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Pass caught. 2nd down now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, USC. Here we go. National championship game, 4th quarter. 1 possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember, the ball is inbounds, and the clock keeps moving here late in the game, and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The Gamecocks lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Looking for the wideout. Picked off, a crucial turnover. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across midfield.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball, no matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the shortest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
Using his leg, and the ball to the ground. The ball bounces out of bounds, and the offense will hold on to possession.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. The Trojans are in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Down 5 late in the fourth quarter. Of course, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Quick throw over the middle. Pass caught. Can he get in? And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching one to the end zone. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the South Carolina Gamecocks.